Chapter 1. How is it that I'm involved in this nightmare? At my age, you would think this shit was behind me. The police are telling me that I'm the only person who knows what happened to Tommy. Well, besides Dylan, that is. Cell phones. Why did it have to be me that Dylan's cell dialed at that moment? Why am I involved with someone 15 years younger than me? This makes me smile. I know why. He is tall and tan and has sparkly blue eyes and wavy blonde hair. All the makings of my grade school crushes. I've lost 10 pounds in 3 days. This pressure to tell the police what I heard is burning holes in my stomach. It's been 3 hours since they brought me into the police station. I'm hot, my armpits are soaked, and I've been shaking from my adrenaline rush since I opened the door to the police officers on my front porch. My vision is blurred by multiple faces of snarling men. Over and over they ask me what I've heard. I feel paralyzed with fear. I've never been in trouble before. I know I should tell them what I heard when Dylan's cell dialed me, but I can't betray him. I need to process. I need to talk to him. Maybe I heard it wrong. He's such a sweet guy. Could I have heard it wrong? I feel so good when I'm with him. That's over if I tell them what I heard. Life was finally good because of Dylan. I'm not prepared to give that all up. Hell, it's only been 3 days since it happened. How can a good thing end that fast? Was it an accident? Or did he mean to kill that boy? My brain feels like it's vibrating from all the noise in the room. The police are asking me personal questions about my relationship with Dylan. I'm very uncomfortable. Does my ex-husband, John Goodwill, the town's mayor, have to be standing in the room frowning at me? All the babbling is making my ears ring. I know I look like a pathetic, middle-aged woman protecting some guy I've only known for 5 months. Miss Burns, you know that Tommy was the son of one of our own, don't you? Tell us what you heard, sees one red-faced cop. I feel like I've been captured by the enemy. How do they know I heard something? Did I say I heard something? I look from one cop to the other, and then to my ex-husband. I know he was called in to help convince me to come clean. I'm still close with John, though we've been divorced for nearly 10 years. Since we had produced 2 great kids together, there's a level of respect and support we have for each other. John steps in at one point when the yelling from the police is becoming abusive towards me. He tells the officers to back off and let me go home. John is also a lawyer, which helps him be more persuasive. One officer sits so close to me, I can feel the hair from his arm. He moves closer and whispers to me, "If you don't tell us what you heard, you're going to go to jail for obstruction. Think about that when you're home." His face is a few inches from mine. "Did you hear me, Jen Burns?" I look up at him and say, "Yes. Can I go home now?" The officer nods and extends his hands to me. I reject it and slowly peel myself up from the chair I've been glued to for the last 3 hours. I look behind to see my sweat marks on the seat. Oh God. Pushing open the front door of the police station, my knees buckle. I hold on tight to the door's handle, and John grabs my arm from behind. He whispers into my ear, "Some mess you've gotten yourself into, Jen." John holds my arm until I get into the car, and then follows me home. When I get into the driveway, it takes me a moment to get out of the car. I can feel John watching me. My body is weak, but I get myself to the front door. I lock the door without looking back at John. I don't want to talk to him right now. I'm hysterical, embarrassed, and sad. I climb into the Queen's chair, named by my kids. It's where I used to spend most nights in front of the TV before Dylan came along. While pulling up the plaid throw onto my lap, I put my head back and try to get the noise out of my head. As I warm up, I let myself remember when I met Dylan. It was a Tuesday, my favorite bar. I was there with my partner in crime, class clown of 85 is how I always introduce her. She can make anything funny. Nothing is out of bounds for Kat. Most of her skits contain jokes about our being old and single. She's been my friend since we were 6 years old. When I was in school, I felt lucky that the funniest and most popular girl was my best friend. She is as loyal as my dog, never judging me and always making me laugh at myself. We started the evening at the Barnacle Bill's bar with the usual banter about how pathetic our lives are. Me for being divorced 2 times and her for never being married at all. It only took me 2 seconds to notice the hottie sitting 1 seat away.